Okay, I had a student today ask me to do a video on this, and so I'm just going to do a few problems and I'll post it to Google Classroom. When finding the location where on the unit circle that 21 pi over 6 is, you double your denominator because 12 pi over 6 is 2 pi. That's why we double our denominator. So I'm going
Eric
to
Purdy,
subtract
please come to the front office.
2
Eric Purdy, please come to the front office.
You're taking 21 pi over 6, and basically you're subtracting 2 pi, which is 12 pi. So 21 pi over 6 minus 12 pi over 6 is going to give you 9 pi over 6. And then you simplify that, and that's 3 pi over 2. And that's where you land. When you do this, you subtract this number until you land between 0 and 2 pi, so you know where on the unit circle is located. Now, you do the same thing when it's negative, except for this time, when adding 2 pi is adding 6 pi over 3. So I want to add that until I make it go positive. So plus 6 pi over 3, you know that's not going to be big enough. And another way to think of it is how many times does 6 go into 25? Well, it goes 3 times, that's 18, but it goes 4 times, and that would be 24. That's still not big enough, so go one more. So 4 times 6 is 24, and that's not big enough because I'm still negative. So all you have to do then is just go plus 30 over 6. Over 3, okay? Which is a multiple of 6, remember, because 6 pi over, 2 pi is equal to 6 pi over 3. So I'm doing multiples of 6. That gets me to 5 pi over 3, and that is where this is located. So you double your denominator and you add that until you go positive. Here, you double your denominator and subtract it until you don't want to go till you go negative. You want to go until you land between 0 and 2 pi. All right, now as far as graphing goes, I put this one up. This is the sign of 2 pi. The first 2x. The first thing you have to do is remember your period is 2 pi over b. And this number here is the b. It's the number in front of x or in front of theta. So you take 2 pi over b, so I put 2 pi over 2, which is pi. That's my period. That's my last tick mark for one full rotation through the graph. So that's my last tick mark. So then I take that tick mark. I want to know what each one of them are, and there are 4 tick marks where they land through. So I multiply by 1/4 or divide by 4. That gives me my first tick mark. So that's pi over 4. Then I just keep adding that number. Pi over 4 plus pi over 4 is pi over 2 plus pi over 4. So 1, 2, 3 pi over 4. This is 4 pi over 4. That's how I know what I'm doing. And then sine, remember, starts at 0, goes to 1, goes to 0, goes to -1, goes to 0. And then you plot it. Now this one, I left blank for you to see me just handle the whole thing. But the period, again, is 2 pi over 2, which is pi. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4 pi. I divide that by 4 or multiply it by 1/4 to find out what my first tick mark is. That is pi over 4. And then I just keep adding it to itself. So 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4, or pi over 2. Plus another 1/4 is 3/4. It's 3 pi over 4. All right, now I got my period. This one has an amplitude of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to sketch it with that amplitude first. So that's going to be, remember, cosine starts at 1. So 1 times 3 is 3. Then it goes to 0. 0 times 3 is still 0. Then it goes to -1. -1 times 3 is -3. Then it goes to 0 again because 0 times 3 is 3. And then 1 times 3 is 1. Now, remember, this is not where we're landing. This is just this part. Now, I'm going to take that and I'm going to shift it C over B. And C over B here is pi over 2. So I'm going to go pi over 2 to the left. So pi over 2 is 2 tick marks. So I'm going to take my graph and I'm going to go 2 tick marks to the left. This is negative pi over 4, negative pi over 2. And everything that you see here just gets shifted 2 places over. I just take each one and go 2 places to the left. That's all I'm doing. 2 places to the left. I just count, and now there is my graph.